Wukong was easily one of the biggest games of 2024. The game sold over 20 million copies, generated billions of dollars in revenue, and instantly became a global phenomenon. What made it even more impressive was the fact that it came from a relatively small Chinese studio, Gamescom, delivering a high-quality, semi-Souls-like action RPG, inspired by the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West. Because of that massive success, it was only natural that fans began asking one big question: what's next for the Black Myth franchise? And now, we finally have an answer. Gamescom is officially working on a new standalone game called Black Myth Zhong Kui, a brand new experience set in a different corner of Chinese mythology. This isn't just a sequel, it's the beginning of what looks like a much larger franchise. In this video, we're going over everything we know so far about Black Myth Zhong Kui, how it connects to Wukong, and what this means for the future of the Black Myth universe. And if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to subscribe because it genuinely helps the channel a lot. Black Myth Zhong Kui is an action RPG developed by Gamescom, similar in structure to Black Myth Wukong, but focused on an entirely different mythological figure. This time, instead of Sun Wukong, the game is based on Zhong Kui, a legendary figure from Chinese folklore. Zhong Kui is best known as a ghost-catching god, a powerful warrior who hunts demons and evil spirits while traveling between Earth and the underworld. The game was officially announced during Gamescom 2025, where we got our first teaser and confirmation that this project is real. During the reveal, Jeff Keighley described Zhong Kui as a figure who wanders between hell and earth, instantly setting a much darker and more supernatural tone compared to Wukong. In traditional Chinese folklore, Zhong Kui is portrayed as a fearsome demon slayer. He's known for vanquishing evil spirits, punishing corrupted souls, and maintaining balance between the mortal world and the spirit realm. He's often depicted as a rough, intimidating figure with immense strength and authority over ghosts and demons. His signature weapon is a massive sword, symbolizing judgment and justice. Interestingly, in the teaser trailer shown at Gamescom, we don't see Zhong Kui fully revealed, but we do see his presence. His minions are shown carrying giant swords, strongly hinting at his iconic weapon and reinforcing the idea that combat will once again play a huge role in the game's identity. One of the most interesting details about Black Myth Zhong Kui is that it didn't start as a full game. According to reports and statements from Gamescom's co-founder Feng Ji, Zhong Kui originally began development as a DLC expansion for Black Myth Wukong. After Wukong's release, the team started brainstorming post-launch content and future expansions. However, as development continued, the scope of the project grew rapidly. Feng Ji explained that after releasing Wukong, something the team had worked toward for nearly 20 years, he found himself in a strange mental haze. The pressure, expectations, and constant thoughts about DLC started overwhelming the team. That's when he proposed a bold idea. Instead of limiting this concept to DLC, why not make something entirely new and much bigger? That decision ultimately led to the birth of Black Myth Zhong Kui as a standalone title. Does this mean Wukong DLC is cancelled? Short answer, no. Probably not. Just because Zhong Kui became its own game, it doesn't mean Black Myth Wukong DLC is completely off the table. In fact, it's very possible that Gamescom is planning multiple expansions or future content for Wukong alongside new standalone titles. The Black Myth name itself suggests a shared universe, similar to how different mythological figures can coexist within the same franchise. Zhong Kui doesn't replace Wukong, it expands the world. Think of this as the start of a mythology-driven game series, where each title focuses on a different legendary figure, tone, and setting, while maintaining the same high-quality combat and presentation, while official gameplay details are still limited. Black Myth Zhong Kui is expected to remain a third-person action RPG, just like Wukong. You can expect heavy melee combat, boss-focused encounters, dark fantasy environments, mythology-inspired enemies, a more supernatural and horror-leaning tone. Given Zhong Kui's role as a demon hunter, the game could lean even more into underworld settings, spirit realms, and grotesque enemy designs compared to Wukong's more mythic adventure feel. Black Myth Zhong Kui strongly suggests that Gamescom is building a long-term franchise, not just a one-off success. If this model continues, we could eventually see more standalone Black Myth games, each game focused on a different Chinese mythological figure, a shared universe with overlapping lore, a franchise that rivals major Western RPG series. This is a huge moment, not just for Gamescom, but for Chinese mythology and mainstream gaming. Black Myth Zhong Kui isn't just a sequel, it's a statement. It proves that Black Myth Wukong was not a fluke, and that Gamescom has long-term ambitions to build something massive. With its darker tone, powerful mythological foundation, and standalone vision, Zhong Kui could become the next major hit, and the foundation for an entire Black Myth universe. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you more excited for Zhong Kui, or are you still waiting for Wukong DLC? And don't forget to subscribe for more gaming news and updates.